say congratulations to Pials. We won this game. I think we made it the most of the part very difficult for them. Defensive wise, I think we had a good game, but those games, if they are close, it's small things who makes decisions. Because if you are that close, then on this moment it's details who are going to make the difference. And today it's that. You need to stay focused for 40 minutes, and on the moment you get the possibility to the ball in your hands to make the difference of 2 points, make 71 points. No, we are doing something that we can't accept if we want to play as long as possible. Keeping it run for the 6th place, then we will. We need to keep it head cool on those close moments. We know all that it's very difficult in Aalst, but I just want to say again that it's the second game that in a row that Joran Steinbach is playing a game and bring Aalst in a very good mood. And I think on this moment it's good for Belgian basketball that we see a guy growing like that. Confirm the game he played against Charleroi and Anthony Hilliard. I tell you, I said to my guys, to describe this player it's very difficult because sometimes he's faking his own shadow. He's that quick, he can go everywhere, every side he can go, and today he was great. If you have 30 index, what I can say. And Riof, he confirmed also, I think if he's open on the 3-point line, he don't need a lot of things to make the basket. And well, that's it for the rest. I think we are growing. Played a good game in Ostend, which we should win. But we made it that it's still possible to have a game over there. So now we are growing, and now we need to grow and to take that game against Mons next week.
I do think Leuven, we were expecting a very difficult game. We've watched Leuven, and they have got better as the season goes on. As I said to the coach in the press conference after we played in Leuven, and they hadn't won at that time, that we started the same way the year before, and we were very competitive the further we got into the season, and you can see that happening with Leuven. So I expected a difficult game, a reaction, because it was squeezed between the 2 Charleroi games. And I can't say that I think we played well, but I can say that it's a sign of a good team when you don't play really the way you think you should play, that you still manage to beat a pretty good team. I mean, they're a quality team. So I was happy with the win. That's always the first priority. As far as the players go, I know that probably a lot of people are saying, well, why are you playing this guy or not playing that guy? Try to remember that we play again on Tuesday. As it was, I had to play Chris Young 32 minutes. We got hurt when he left the court, but we have another game, and we have to be able to deal without him on the court. And we have to be better than we are right now in the last 2 games without him on the court. That's one thing, and same with Jorn. You know, he plays with a lot of energy. He ended up playing almost 28 minutes. That's a lot. He's not used to playing that much, and he has a game Tuesday. So I think those 2 guys were key to our game. I left Ruoff and I left Anton because they're in their mid-20s and they're used to playing a lot of minutes. So I wasn't too concerned about those guys. And then some of the other guys didn't play as well as they should have. You know, it was a little bit disappointing. I'm sure they're more disappointed than anybody. But like I said, when you have that kind of reaction after a game and you still come away with a win, it's a sign of a good team. And all the teams are competitive this year. I was looking at the results, and it turns out Ostend won by 4 against Pippenster, and that game was tied going into 2 points going into the 4th quarter. Again, lost by 8 in Mons, and that was tied at the end of 3 quarters. So there's just no easy. You just can't take a day off mentally. You have to be ready to play. And but we show some character at the end of the game. And finally, I'll say the biggest play of the game for me was when Ruoff stole the ball. I think Coach was talking about that towards the end when the game was tied and Ruoff got the steal and we got a three-point play coming back. And so he was, if we didn't have the Asia project, we probably wouldn't have won this game.
An off day for Persconferentie today?
I think you can say that. I think I usually don't, and he's done a lot of good things for us all year long, but facts are facts. I think it was one of his weaker games, if not his weakest game.
I think you need to give a little bit credit to your Lohan. I think he played him very well. That's my opinion.
That's fair enough. I won't disagree with that. It's fair enough.
What you expected from the Tuesday game against Charleroi?
Well, it's going to be really, really tough, and we always have to keep in mind that it's the first half. It's not really a game. It's the first half of an 80-minute game. So I'm sure they're going to be highly motivated. They've played two pretty good games since they played us. I don't know how good they played against Mons, but it looks like they played very well against Liège. So I'm sure they're going to come out, and they have right back, so they'll be at full strength. I expect it to be very, very difficult, but that's the way it should be when you play against the EuroLeague team on their court. And said that I'm very happy with our win today. Don't get me wrong about that. The only disappointment I have is that I had to play some guys more minutes than I wanted to.
Hey, carnavalisten!
Zaterdag 12 februari in het Forum, de nacht van
Ajoen Music.
vanaf 21 heren. Met de bekendmaking van de Oosterse Carnaval Top 50. Met live optredens van alle bekende carnavalisten. En gratis een Ion Music gadget voor de eerste 500 aanwezigen. En win je gewicht in bier. De nacht van Ion Music. Een mega Albi-party met alle Ion Music DJ's en Bart de Noes. De nacht van Ion Music, 5 eurokes in het Forum, bij Liebaat en bij Antica Tulst. De nacht van Ion Music, zaterdag 12 februari in het Forum.
Juist na ze wat aan de lunch ter wil, verdikken.